All right, good morning. You are tuned into 1100 WSGI, and this is Lee Marie with The Go Show, your source for information, inspiration, and always a few dates to add to your calendar. And today is no exception. Whew, there's so much coming up, but I'm excited. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for today. Thank you for waking us all up. Thank you for a brand new day. We are so grateful and we are so blessed. Please take this show exactly where you want it to go. Please take our day exactly where you want to go, our lives. We surrender to you. We want to put you first. Please show us how we can do that. May we be listening and watching and waiting for you. In the mighty and matchless name of our Lord and Savior Jesus, amen. All right, good morning, y'all. Linda, you want to come on in? You can. She looks at me. I want people to see the fabulous shirt you're wearing. Okay, so today is Wednesday and it is August. So this is the first Wednesday in August. So there's a ton going on, especially this weekend because it is the first Friday weekend. And I'll talk more about that. You can slide one of the chairs out. All right. I will say last night was super, super fun. That was over at the center, the annual Reagan Day dinner, which Linda was there for that. Now check out her shirt, y'all. You can move that this way more. All right. Look at her fabulous shirt. When she turns toward the camera, you're gonna see. All right. Linda is usually off-site helping, but today, go ahead. There you go. WSGI. That is beautiful. I love that shirt. And I might need you to adjust this other camera. Let me see. Yeah, that's okay. All right, we're good. We're rocking. So last night was super fun, wasn't it?
It really was. It was great.
So, and Mayor Buzzy Poole was helping my father-in-law load his car afterwards, because Bernie and Pop had helped to decorate and stuff. And, and my father-in-law said, Buzzy, I think your speech was the best one of the night. It was very inspirational, wasn't
really
it?
Was.
Yeah. And the funny thing is he had prefaced it with, I didn't know I was going to get to say a few words today. And see, sometimes those are the best ones.
They are.
Especially when the Lord takes it where he wants it to go.
And I thought that Mr. Rose was he had an excellent speech also.
Yeah. So anyway, we're not going to talk too much about that, but if you missed the center last night, I'm sorry because we had a great time and that chicken was delicious. So anyway, good job to the crew that did that. In my hand, matter of fact, I'm going to give one to you right now, Miss Linda, because I am going to be talking about this today. These
art.
Yes, these are the orange stickers that we got. See, I got mine on right there.
You do.
This coming Monday, August 10th, is Orange Heart Awareness Day. Now, I know some people say, well, I thought it was in March. Okay, in March, we have Vietnam Veterans Day, but August 10th is a national Agent Orange Awareness Day. So we ordered 500 of these stickers, and we are going to be at Springfield Memorial Gardens on Monday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., passing these out so that people can wear them and raise the awareness of Agent Orange and how our Vietnam veterans right now are dying at a rate of about 500 a day because of Agent Orange. And so we need to get that awareness up. We need to be praying for them, praying for their families. And so what I did post on Facebook, an invite about it. We're hoping, well, we will have somebody there all from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But if you have some time free, we ask for you to go by. If you have orange that you can wear, even better, or patriotic colors, we will have one orange flag that we will be passing off like a baton. But if you have an American flag, please bring that because we'll have a bunch of American flags, to wave, and then we'll have the one orange. And we will be right there at Springfield Memorial Gardens in front of the Orange Heart Medal Memorial. And so this is this Monday. And I know there's a lot going on Monday, with school, TFA, and all that. But I know that all of you can find a time between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Now, I will say that the early times and the late times have already people have signed up for those, because they're like, oh, I can go before work or I can go after work. So, if you don't work and you're able to do some of those middle times, like between, 12 and 3, those times still really need some coverage. And so, and then just be texting your friends when you're there too and say, hey, come and get an Agent Orange sticker and wear that, because we really want to see Robertson County. Everybody got these on Monday, August 10th. But let me back up, rewind for a second here, because this Friday is the First Friday Market. And we're going to do something brand new. And I don't know, did I tell you about the sing-along?
I'm telling you, you've got something special going on, I hear.
Yes. So y'all know that the First Friday Market is 6 o'clock is their start time. Well, from 5 to 6, there's still a lot of people there because people come early to put their chairs out for the band, which is
Find
going
a
to
parking place.
and find a parking space. That's right. And it is Entice, which is a really fun band. So what we're going to do from 5 to 6, we're opening up the well doors right there. We have a nice piano now right inside the door. And so we're going to have a sing-along from 5 to 6. And, it's kind of funny because I didn't know exactly who the Lord wanted to have on piano. So I had texted several people. And I tell you what, the one that I did not believe that I had a chance of getting is who the Lord picked. So I'm like, thank you, Lord. So Daniel Sparkman, one of the best of the best, will be on the keys this coming Friday night, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. We're going to be doing some traditional hymns, but then also some, worship, modern worship as well. If you have a favorite song, please post it on my Facebook post or like, for instance, Buzzy Poole said his favorite is Victory in Jesus. So he's going to lead that singing of that one, I think at 6 o'clock. So, if there's a particular song that you want, you're like, oh, I know I'm going to be there at 5:30. Send it to me. Send me the time you're going to be there and you can help lead it.
Right.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's really cool.
So I'm super, super excited about that. But I think I should rewind a little bit more because Thursday we're starting a bunch of new classes at the Well. So I don't know, Miss Linda, how good you are on your cell phone, but I thought I was decent. But I'm not as good as I thought I was.
There is always room for improvement.
Well, yeah, because I didn't know, like, how when you surf on a site and then all of a sudden you started getting everything, Facebook messages and emails about whatever that product is. Okay. Well, there's a way that you can do that anonymously without them seeing who you are. And I didn't know it was a simple little, function here. So even though like he came on Laverne show right before that class and said, I'm just teaching very basic stuff. Well, yeah, basic to him. It wasn't basic to most of us.
Well, I have to say, you asked me to do something. Of course, I have an iPhone, you have an Android.
Oh,
Totally
yeah.
different.
That's right.
And Lee Marie posts and says, or texts me and says, Linda, do this. And I went, I don't know how to do that. She said, well, I'll show you. Well, she took my phone and she went, oh, well, it's different on your phone. So we have a little project for him to explain to Lee Marie how to do that so she can help me out.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that just happened Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, here's my phone. I'm like, I got the other kind. So yes, Nick, our patient and expert phone guy, is going to be leading this class. It starts this Thursday, and it's cheap. It's only $49 for the whole series, which are 4 Thursdays. But they're all standalone as well. So if you just want to take one, it's $20 for one or $49 for the 4, which is a rockin' deal. It's going to be 12:45 noon to 2 p.m. on the 4 Thursdays of August. So August 6, 13, 2027. And I'm really excited because I already got my list. I mean, I was at all 4 last time, but it's impossible to get through all of the questions, so he does limit the size. So if you want to get in on that, please register early so that he can gauge how many people and kind of, because he has certain topics that if people don't have any questions straight out, he'll be like, okay, we're going over security or we're going over this, but definitely bring all your questions because people were just the last day of class last time, Joanna hugged him and said, you don't know how much you've changed my life. So, I think I have a video too of her talking about Nick. So we highly recommend Nick. He's awesome. So Cell Phone 101 starts this Thursday at 12:45 at Well in the Square, and it will be back in the ballroom, most likely. So you would go inside Crossroads and go down the stairs and find Nick. But you can register through Crossroads anytime. They're open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday and 10 to 3 on Saturdays. So you can register in person if you want cash, check, or Venmo, or you can Venmo over the phone by texting 714-925-2689. Again, that's 714-925-2689. Cell Phone 101 starts this Thursday. Tell your friends. Anybody pretty much especially over 50, could really love this class, right? I mean, it seems like the younger the child, the more like they already know how to do that, but they're missing out on other stuff. They don't have the fabulous social skills that we have. There's trade-offs, or when you have just an electronic device in your hand versus people in your life.
Right.
So anyways,
Well, I choose people.
I choose people too. Hallelujah. We need a shirt to say I choose people. So anyway, yeah. So the more people person you are, probably the less techie you are. So join me every Thursday as I'm a student in this class. And it just makes your life easier. It's little things, little settings that you're like, why did I have my phone's timing out after 10 minutes and wondering why my battery would not last, And then this one lady was like, why did mine time out at 1 minute? Like I would get frustrated every time I'm surfing something that would go away. Well, things like that, you don't even stop and be like, okay, wait, whatever. So anyway, this Thursday is Cell Phone 101 kickoff, and also Sign Language 1 and 2. Are you going to join Sign Language 1 yet?
I need to.
I know.
I need to.
I am. I'm going to join Sign Language 1. It's at 3:30. So that's good because we can get home before it's dark. 3:30 to 4:30 starts this Thursday. Again, that's 4 Thursdays. And then Sign Language 2 is going to be starting this Thursday at 6 p.m. So I know a lot of people, are ready for a second class. And yet, if you want to take both, you can do that. Sign Language 1 is $59. Sign Language 2 is $69. If you want to take them both because you just want extra practice with the level 1, it's only $99. So you basically get that first one for half price. So that starts this coming Thursday as well, inside Crossroads, inside the ballroom. Alana is fabulous. She's the best sign language teacher around. She is the official interpreter for the Robertson County School District. And that was her major in college, and she's passionate about it. She's also passionate about making a big deaf awareness community here. So you also get a lot of cultural information in her class, which is good because I didn't know, a lot of people say hearing impaired because they think that that's the correct way to say it. But she said, no, the deaf community, that, impaired sounds like there's something wrong. They're just deaf, so they prefer deaf, and I didn't know that until I went to the class, So she has a lot of great information like that she puts in, which I love, because that's what we want to do. We want to build this deaf awareness community in Robertson County. 8:15 already. Can you believe it?
Well, I was impressed for those of you that stood up there in front of Pray Tennessee and did the sign language. That was very impressive.
That was fun. That was fun. We did. We had, I think, 4 or 5 that signed Amazing Grace.
Right.
And, that's one thing I love. I love watching at the churches that have a signer, like I know Grace does. I think Springfield Baptist does. I love sitting in those sections because you get so much more out of the song, because there's like Jesus, this is Jesus when the holes in his hands, and so when you see stuff being sung, through sign, you get a whole nother dimension.
Yeah, it's a different perspective.
Exactly. I'm glad you brought that up. So yeah, we'll have to find another thing to sign at. That'll be a goal, maybe at a Christmas recital thing. Very interesting. Good idea, Linda. See, so many ideas are born right here at this desk right here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so since it's 8:20, and I know Linda usually will be flashing me a sign right about now about sponsors. So I want to tell you, we are so happy that we have people that support this show and make it possible. We got a lot. UPS. We got to see UPS last
We
night. They
did.
had a full-on table there with all their buddies.
Actually, I sat at the
Oh,
UPS
you were at the
table
UPS
last
table.
night.
Okay. All right. So that's great. You got to bond with them even more.
Right.
They're such fun people. So sweet. So yes, our UPS store is always supporting our community events and nonprofits. They are invaluable. They really are. And so get on out there. Tell them you heard about them on the Go Show. Whether you need, well, you know what, Linda, I'm going to let you tell about some of the stuff that UPS does. So go ahead.
Oh, well, UPS has all of your business needs. They do business cards, they do shredding, they do bookbinding, they do copies if you need copies. They have wonderful banners. You name it, they can do it. And they have someone there that can also help you design the needs for what you have. And where else can you get that done? Nowhere.
I'm so glad you brought up bookbinding because the spiral things too, the putting out that spiral so that your book lies flat. I forget who I was talking to. I think it was actually Sheila Bird that was talking about several of the books she was. Oh no, it was Carla. Carla was showing people at the homeschool tips class. She was showing them some of the books that she used to use in homeschooling, and she said, "Oh, but these didn't come with the spiral. I had that put in so that it would lie flat when I taught."
Right.
And I'm like, "That's right. UPS does that."
Right.
Which
They
is
did
so
that
good.
to several books for me.
Mm,
And in fact, I took Carla's class in the junk journaling,
mm,
and which I'm excited about hearing she's going to have new classes for
mhm,
crafting. So,
mhm.
and I had something. I had something bound like that with the spiral bind.
Mhm,
Also, when I took Shannon Bumgardner's class, I had that book spiral bound,
mhm.
and it was great. So,
That's right. The biblical foundations. I had mine spiral bound too. Yeah,
right,
because that one is totally. It's not one of those ones where you just read and put it away. It's like you need to be like, okay, hold on,
right,
let me leave it open. Let me look at these things.
right. Well, and you go back to it,
Hmm.
and you can actually turn it to the section you want without it flipping on you.
Hmm. Excellent point. This is also a time I want to tell you guys to please go on your social sites and share this show because we don't just come up in all of the feeds. We are a Christian radio station, and well, I'll just leave it at that. So please go on. So WSGI has a feed going. If you go to the WSGI page, also YouTube has a live feed. And then, we of course are on the radio, which is 1100 on the radio dial. And this show on Facebook stays up for 30 days. So you can share it during that time. If it's after that time, then you would want to go to the YouTube link. But you can go to WSGI1100.com. That is the website, and you can also see the show there. So we have a lot of different things. There's also a phone app. WSGI has a phone app. Now, that one, you can't see us, but you can hear us. And that I love the phone app as well because when I'm driving down the road, listening to some favorite awesome songs, thank you, T. Rawls, I can actually, I'll pull over first, of course, and I can look up and see who is singing,
Right.
because that's how I have found a lot of wonderful songs. So he does such a good job of picking songs. He also does a great job of picking live bands to come out, groups to come out. So I want to tell you, one of my favorite groups is coming out, but I am kind of bummed that I have to miss it. However, those of you in White House, you can definitely make it to this. So this is this coming Friday, the Dixie Echoes, which is one of my favorite groups to watch. They are so much fun, so entertaining. So they'll be doing the old school classic 4-part harmony with live musicians. For those of you that don't like to go to shows with the tracks, they're going to have live musicians. So this is going to be at the Unity Baptist Church. This is at 2635 New Hall Road. And it says there will be a mission charge. No admission charge, but they'll be taking a love offering. So that is this coming Friday. I don't see a time on this post, Brother T, so maybe you can put that in the comments. It's probably 7 p.m. I think that's usually the time that his groups come to town. I'll look in the comments section, see if he put it in there yet. Oh, hello, Robin Spence. I love when people put stuff in the comments, guys. Remember, you can put questions or anything like that in the comments.
And
Okay.
speaking of Brother T,
Yes.
I read on Facebook where his band, The Higher Calling, which I absolutely adore, are coming and doing a couple of shows. I think in September and October. So I'm looking forward to that.
Maybe we can pull up American Top Gospel right now on Facebook and see. That is his site, his Facebook site, American Top Gospel. So I'm going to bring that up right now. It's a great time to do that. And let's see here. What do we got? Yes. Okay, so there it is. This Friday, 7 p.m. is the Dixie Echoes. So there is that one. And then, okay. Oh, wow. All right. He's got a lot.
Right.
Yeah, y'all got to just go to American Top Gospel and like it, follow it, share it, and you won't be disappointed. And yeah, he is coming, but Brother T, you might want to do a post on that. I know you post about everybody else.
Well, I saw a post on Facebook.
Yes, I think, was it like in Portland or where, Brother T, where are you going to be this month? I know you're somewhere. Okay. Well, there's always new dates being added to his calendar. It says click the link below. So we're going to try that right now. See if it comes up. Okay, American Top Gospel Events. Picture it's on here. Okay, yeah, here we go. So Friday, August 7th is this Friday. Oh, here we go. Southridge and the Higher Calling. Saturday, September 19th in Greenbrier at the Unity Baptist Church. Okay, so that is 5 p.m. So he is going to be, his group Higher Calling is going to be with Southridge on Saturday, September 19th at 5 p.m. And then, the Gospel Music Sampler is coming Thursday, September 24th at 6:30 p.m. at South Haven. If you guys have not been to that, you really need to go. They have a bunch of people. Okay, so they have the Haven Heirs. They have Daniel Sparkman, who's the one that's going to be, you're going to meet him this Friday. He is amazing. Higher Calling and others. And so that is always a great show. You went last time, huh?
I've been a couple of times, and it's a wonderful show.
And then the Perrys are going to be coming to Ebenezer Baptist. That's my favorite place to go because it's I love going there and South Haven for concerts because they're more local for me. I don't have to drive any scary streets to White House.
And South Haven has so much room. It's a very large sanctuary.
And they, South Haven, I do want to do a plug too because Christmas is coming. And their Christmas show, their production is just amazing.
I know it. I was so sad last year I had to miss it. And they do wonderful productions.
For Easter and Christmas. I mean, there are more people on the altar in the show than in the pews because everybody's so involved, and it's just top notch. So keep an eye on that stuff. Matter of fact, it's not too early to get out your calendars right now and start logging this stuff. Because there's always so much to pick from here in Robertson County. It's amazing. I never would have thought that. But anyways, I did go on my Facebook page, which I'm just listed as Lee Marie 2 words. And I went and I posted a whole bunch of events last week, and I started doing this week, but there was so much. Matter of fact, this Saturday also. Now, were you at that homeopathy class when Pat came?
I was.
Okay.
And it was great.
Wasn't that awesome? Yeah. So back by popular demand, Pat Samler is going to be doing another Discover Homeopathy class. So it's going to be this Saturday, 3 to 4:30 in the front room of Well in the Square. This is free and includes the book. And we all got a lot of great info. Matter of fact, because this Friday is First Friday, that means it is Health Freedom Friday, which means Pat Samler is going to be on the show with me for our special edition Go Show. And she told me that if you have a health issue that you want discussed, shoot it over to her, hopefully 24 hours in advance. So that means, Okay, this is your deadline. No, you got another day because today's not Thursday. Today's Wednesday. So you got some time. If you're having some health issue that you want her to cover, it's not guaranteed that she knows the exact thing to do for it, but she may have some great ideas. Matter of fact, that day someone was talking about headaches. She
Right.
was talking about belladonna,
Right.
and I had a headache like a couple days after that. I don't get them very often, praise the Lord. But I was like, I'm gonna try a little belladonna pellet. I did, and it was gone. So she knows a lot of these things, and these homeopathy is nothing to be scared about. They're natural.
Right.
Everything's natural. So it doesn't affect, you don't have any crazy side effects or it doesn't, interfere with anything else you're taking. But I tell you, Henry and Harvey are forever grateful to her. She has helped them numerous times. Those are my dogs because homeopathy stuff you can use on dogs and people and plants too, apparently. But
Henry and Harvey are more than dogs.
oh, I
They're
know.
babies.
They are babies. They're my sweet
They
boys.
they even come to church with us sometimes.
They do. Yes, they do. And we were so scared a couple times when they were just so sick, but Pat was able to like lead them. If you have pets, you need to have lead them. LEDUM. You need to get it. And all this stuff, it's very cheap and it's on Amazon. You get it the next day. And it saves you hundreds or thousands of dollars of vet bills when you can handle some of this stuff. So highly, highly encourage you to check out Pat. Her Facebook is My Homeopat, PAT.com. Against myhomeopat.com. And she comes up all the way from Ashland City to be here every single month for Health Freedom Friday. And she is just an amazing person. And so come out for a free class this Saturday, which is the 8th, right?
Yeah, and I encourage everyone that can make it to come.
Mhm.
You learn so much, things that you never dreamed of. And Pat is so down home.
Mhm.
It's easy to learn from somebody like that that's
Mm.
down to earth and
Mhm.
talks your language.
That's a good point. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people that are that knowledgeable, they're like, oh, use all these words. You're like, okay, I need to look up that word later. But Pat, she like, yeah, you're right. She's just, tells it like it is, how you can understand it. So awesome job, Pat. We're so excited for your class. And so again, that's this Saturday at Well in the Square, 600 South Main Street in the beautiful Springfield Square. And I was telling someone, they go, I don't really know if I know where you are. I'm like, well, do you know where Crossroads is? They're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, we're right next to it. And sometimes we're inside of it, depending on how big the event is. If it's a dance event, we're going to be in the ballroom. So you go inside Crossroads. If ever the doors are locked, you call my number and I will come unlock it. So some nights, we're closed or the doors are locked because Crossroads is closed. Call me. Okay, my number will be on the door if I'm inside and the door's locked. One thing that, oh yeah, clogging. Clogging is one of those. It's from 6 to 7 p.m. on Mondays. It just started this last Monday, just a couple days ago. It is fabulous. I highly recommend it for anybody. Now, I know you missed the first day, so if you want to give me a text or whatever, I'm happy to meet with you to show you what we learned because that will help me remember because I'm learning it with you. Elizabeth Clark is an award-winning buck dancer, clogger, square dancer. And it was, we learned a lot, but really, supposedly, it's only 2 steps that we learned, but it's a little bit more complicated than that. That sounds easier. So get a hold of me and I will tutor you on what we were showed so you could join next Monday. Now, if it was after next Monday, I think it's probably gonna be too far. I don't know. We'll see. But it's her series is meeting for 5 Mondays. So because there's 5 Mondays in August. So it is 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it is $99 for the whole series. And I think if you want to try it out, I think it's 20 or 25 for one class if you want to try it out. But I tell you, it's wonderful. We had a blast. We really did. And so I did post some pictures from that.
I saw the pictures
Oh,
on
did you?
Facebook. Yeah, it looked like you had fun.
We did. We really did. We had a lot of fun. So come on out to Clogging 101. This is the first time ever being taught at Inside Crossroads. So take advantage of that. And it's all ages, really. I mean, the flyer says 12 and above. You can squeak in if you're 11. But, we had fun. We really did. All right. So yeah, so a ton of stuff happened, just started this week because of, it being August. Um, are you coming to Carla's watercolor?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So do you know about that? This is watercolor card making. It's right there. Do you want to give them some details on that?
Um, well, it's in card making, you could have something available for any occasion. And it's really special to get some specially made card. Anybody can go to Walgreens or Walmart and buy a Hallmark card. Not knocking them, they've got some beautiful cards, but it's kind of close to your heart when you get something that someone actually handmade for you, specifically for you in mind. For instance, let's just say that you are a butterfly person. You love butterflies, and somebody makes you a handmade card with butterflies. It's something that you cherish and that you want to keep. And this is a new skill here with the watercolor making. I have watched videos on that, and the cards are beautiful. So I'm very excited for that class, for Carla to be teaching that class. And I hope she comes up with more classes. Lee, Marie, and I were discussing yesterday some other classes that she could have. So if you're a crafter or you have ideas and things like that, please join us for these classes. You can learn so much. I learned so much from Carla. She is so knowledgeable about everything. Everything she does with her heart.
No, that's great. There we go. No, that's a great point. And I know that, you've made beautiful cards with your little, what do you call those little bead cards?
Oh, diamond painting.
Diamond painting. Yeah, I know that those are also in demand. I know you've been doing some house calls lately.
I actually did. That someone contacted Lee Marie and asked for me to call them, that they had some specific needs for specific cards, which I made. It was a man's birthday card, and then for a lady, a thank you card. And she was thrilled with them,
Hmm.
because it's something that she could give them, that it's not your ordinary. You can't go to the store and buy it.
Hmm.
And it was designed specifically for that person. So, if you have a need like that, contact Lee Marie. I'll be glad to talk to you about it.
And it's true that, when it's a personalized card like that, it means so much more.
It
You like,
does.
you actually, had enough time and energy to think about getting something made special for them.
Right.
So Carla's class will be in the front room of Well in the Square, because on Saturdays, the downstairs has a Spanish Seventh-day Adventist church that meets down there. And so on Saturday daytime, if it's a class in the daytime, we're going to be upstairs in the storefront line of Well in the Square. So watercolor card making is only $20. That includes all the supplies and paint and paper and everything. So and like it says it saves time and money too, because you will have some cards available that you can and then when people get that, they'll be like, did you make this? Or maybe they probably won't even think you made it because it's so beautiful. But anyways, yeah, watercolor card making. And you know who else has been doing a lot of that is not Stacy, Shelly over at Crossroads.
Uh-huh.
On the checkout table, the register, you can do a donation for some of the ministries that she's involved with. She's got bookmarks and tags and cards, watercolor. So, they're so beautiful. So anyways, Carla's class is going to be Saturday, August 22nd, and that's going to be from 10 a.m. to 11:30. So a Saturday. Great. I love Saturday classes. So don't miss Carla. Carla is also our fabulous seamstress over there, along with Michelle. We just have so many talented people that are involved, with the Well now. It's just so much fun. And Stephen's stretching class, okay, that is tomorrow, 9:30 to 10. Let me just tell you that last Thursday was amazing, Stephen. He brought up stuff that, I had not heard, and different. He showed us also some lymph things to help you clear your lymph I forget all the terms that he was using, but he's been watching some stuff. I think he's been doing some more training because he's always been knowledgeable on it because he's been to school on this, on stretching and breathing and personal training. But now he's kind of going to a deeper level. And so it was really a great class last Thursday. Again, this class is only $10, guys. It's 9:30 to 10 on Thursdays. Right now, we just have a few more Thursdays left, and then we're going to be switching the time on that when Vol State goes back in. So make sure if you have that date open now, you take advantage of it. Bring a squishy mat if you have it. And Rhonda Jones has been outside lately helping us let people in and greet them because 9:30 Crossroads is closed. So if you see Rhonda out there, she will open up that door for you. Okay. Other things that are coming. The statement sale is coming to Robertson County Fairgrounds. We love that. It's fun, especially when you go and you hit like a section where you like all of this person's clothes and they're all marked $5. That's like really cool.
I got last year, not that I need any clothes, but last year I got some great buys, and I know you did too, Marie.
Oh yeah, definitely. So this is going to be Wednesday, August 12th.
And it's not just for you, because I know Lee Marie got some great boots for her husband.
Oh yeah, he said those are his favorite boots now.
Right.
And a bunch of stuff is brand new.
Right.
You'll still see tags on a lot of stuff, especially if you go like the first day or if you go to the pre-sale. Our favorite day. So there are various ways to get in on the pre-sale because if you are a vendor, you get a ticket for a pre-sale. But I think that they sometimes will do a fundraiser where like you can buy a ticket for pre-sale and that money goes to a charity. So you'll just have to check out Statement, and that's MINT, Statement North Middle Tennessee, and that's where the information is. But I also put it on the Well in the Square page. So the public sale is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. And so on Wednesday, August 12th, it goes from 10 a.m. to 7. Same thing with Thursday and Friday, 10 a.m. to 7. On Saturday, August 15th, it is 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. But you can look on the tag, and if it says discount, yes, that means you get that item for half off of what it's marked. So another fun type of thing. So this is at the Robertson County Fairgrounds, which is 4635 Highway 41 in Springfield. Super fun to go to. And like Linda said, you can get some gifts there too, because there's a lot of stuff those first days that still have tags on them. So basically what it is, for those of you that don't know, it's like a huge consignment sale where there's, I don't know how many vendors have put their stuff in, probably 100, and they are limited to put in 200 pieces. So check it out because it's a great way to save money and get some stuff that you need.
They also have accessories. They have
That's right.
wallets, purses, jewelry, shoes, as well as clothes. So check that out.
Very good point. That's right. I forgot to mention that. Okay, so also, let's see here. There we go. I was tired this morning. I don't know if you were, but I mean, last night was wonderful. I think I just was, I was so like, it was just exciting to see so many people.
And I don't know how well all of you know Lee Marie, but of course she was running around like a chicken with her camera.
Had to take pictures. So many of my friends were there.
So if you ever see yourself on Facebook, I'll know that Lee Marie was around somewhere.
Oh, goodness. Oh, Monday the 10th, besides it being Agent Orange Awareness Day, it's also the Tennessee Firearms Association potluck and meeting. And guess what? We have the head guy, John Harris, is going to be the speaker. So it's always great to hear from him. And, TFA is a statewide organization, and then several counties have their own chapter. And we're so blessed because we're close enough to Nashville where John Harris is. So on occasion, we will be able to get him to come speak. And so it's really great to hear it right from the, head guy, because he follows all of the state legislation, all the federal legislation that will affect you and your, right to bear arms and other things too. So come on out this Monday, August 10th, at the American Legion in Greenbrier. And 6 o'clock is the potluck. They open the doors about 5:40, which I encourage you to go in because there's so much networking and just, friendships that you can build. You can decide like, hey, let's go, practice at Guns and Leather this week or whatever. We need to be doing that, kind of just making some friend circles there, connecting with people. So get on out at 5:45, go in, fellowship. 6 o'clock starts the dinner. The program's at 6:30, and we are usually done by 8. So it's not like totally late. So y'all know where the Greenbrier American Post 45 is. So get on out. I don't know what's going on. There must be something in here because I haven't been doing that anywhere else. I've got a little tickle in my throat. I'm gonna have to give the show over to Linda for the whole rest of it, I think. She's looking at me like, yeah, right. Okay, so it is free admission and it's all ages. So this coming Monday over at the American Legion in Greenbrier. And then also, speaking of 2A, Second Amendment, 2A Sisterhood of Tennessee is meeting on, I believe it is the 15th, because they meet the second Saturday. And they are meeting at the Guns and Leather right here in Greenbrier. And so they get a discounted range time. And then they also have a speaker that goes over. So let's see here. Here it is right here. So yes, so there's our monthly meeting. It starts at 10 a.m. And so it's in the classroom next to the store. All right. And so that is going to be a guest speaker with some training and then a 1-hour range time to follow that, which is at a discounted range fee. So you can message them if you have any questions. They are 2 certified NRA and USCCA female instructors. And let me tell you, Tiffany trained Stephen on some stuff one time. We went to a shooting match and she was one of the range masters and she was giving him some tips. And, Stephen's like, Tiffany's got it going on. She had some really good tips, and and if you're a female, it's always even better to take a class from another female because our bodies are different.
Right.
We have different ways of holding things and different things on us are being held different ways. I'll leave it at that. So 2A Sisterhood of Tennessee meets every second Saturday, usually, in Greenbrier at the Guns and Leather. And so that is coming up on the 15th. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday. But put that on your calendar because I know, I've been seeing people lately, whenever you have more people moving in. Oh, quarter till. I got to do a couple more ads, huh? Thank you. I saw her hand go on the table like I was gonna say something, I forgot. Oh well. No, it's okay. What was I talking about? I don't remember.
You were talking about the sisterhood.
Oh yeah, I was seeing somebody on Facebook. Oh yeah, whenever you have more people moving into town, which we have here, you're gonna have things that come with that. One of the things that comes with that is an increased crime level. And so I've been seeing some posts lately on Facebook of ladies that said, okay, I'm finally going to get a gun. I'm going to get one tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, you want to practice first with several guns, because I have seen countless friends go and buy a gun just based on what the store guy told them. And you really want to practice with several. I mean, this is something you want to feel comfortable and confident with and have the best gun for you. And so groups like 2A Sisterhood and TFA are wonderful because you go in there and you can tell them, hey, I do not own a gun. Okay, don't be clipping that and being like, Lee Marie doesn't have a gun because I'm like, okay, that's not true. But anyway, if someone goes in there and says that, there are so many people that are like, oh, I will meet with you. I will bring a bunch of my guns and you can try them out, all the time. I see that all the time. And then they go and they're like, yeah, I wish I would have done this first before I bought my gun because I like this one way better. We are all different. And don't go by what a guy in a store can tell you. He can give you some pretty good advice. But again, they're guys.
Right.
There's very few women that are working there, and so this is an expensive piece of thing that you're buying. Try out some. and you can do that even at the gun shops too. A lot of times you can rent or whatever, but really, I suggest going to TFA or going to a sisterhood and talking to people and saying, I'm in the market for a gun. Can you meet me at Guns and Leather and we can practice and you can help me.
Yeah, you don't buy a new car without test driving it.
There you go.
You don't. A lot of people don't buy clothes without trying them on. So to me, that would be the way to go. Go to somebody that will help you. And even if you go to Guns and Leather or whatever, you can tell them that you'd like to have somebody, a female, to talk to, and I'm sure they could direct you to a person.
Someone, yeah. And Tiffany and Barbara are both very accessible. They are from 2A Sisterhood, but they also oftentimes come to our TFA. So there are resources out there. Don't just buy one willy-nilly and then you get something that's way too heavy, or you can't stick it in any purse or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of things to think about, where you want to wear your holster. There's a lot of things to think about. So please, take some time and get the right gun. All right. Gary over at Ridgetop Mower of Springfield. I cannot talk enough about them because they are awesome. Gary's been, I think, fixing mowers since he was 4 years old or something. I don't know. Something very young, maybe 14. But anyways, he is over there on 1101 Matthews Street. Very easy to find, right behind Baldwin, that's celebrating their 100th birthday. Congratulations. Ridgetop Mower of Springfield, all your mower repair needs. They even have a service where you can, pay to get things picked up and delivered for you. They do have a free pickup if you have equipment that you just don't want anymore. He may come out and get that for you, which will just clean up your yard. So that's cool. But Gary's got a lot. If you haven't been over there to see his walls of belts and parts, it is the most impressive shop I've ever seen. He keeps it so clean. Everything is completely organized. Everything is numbered. And so if you want to try, DIY, like you want to maybe try to save some money, he'll tell you if it's something you can do yourself. And he'll give you some advice. So give him a call. 615-855-0044. Again, that's 615-855-0044. We appreciate Ridgetop Mower of Springfield being a longtime sponsor. And I think if you say that Lee Marie sent you, you may still be able to get 10% off parts and labor. So, hey, that's great. It's like getting no tax. Also, right down the street, Southside Drugstore. It's so nice to be able to just pull up and go in and get what you need and leave. You can't do that at Walmart. Southside has a lot of stuff there, not just pharmacy stuff, but they also have gifts and different things.
They're one of the few pharmacies that still do compound drugs.
Oh, compound drugs. Okay.
Right.
You want to explain to people what that is?
Oh, now I'm not a pharmacist, but, but I know some people that have been prescribed a compound drug, and they have had some difficulty in the past finding a place to do that. And Southside does that.
Okay.
They're known for that. So,
okay.
That if you're one of those people that take a compound drug, which I'm not exactly sure what that entails, and I don't want to guess.
But we can call them,
Right.
and that's the thing.
Explain it to you. They can tell you what they do. It's a great family business, and we need to support local.
That's true. That's a very good point. Yes, keep your dollars here in Robertson County. Southside's located at 1000 South Main Street. Their website is southsidedrugco.com. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays they're open 8 to 12. All right. I have one more sponsor, but before I do that, I do want to give a couple more things that I forgot to talk about as far as events. Two Rivers Mansion is doing a Music at the Mansion. This is going to be this Saturday at 6 p.m. I believe it's only $10. This is the mansion that I know some of you saw me and Steven in the For King and Country video. This was the mansion that was filmed at. And so they're doing Timbo and Lonesome Cowboy. And so this just looks like so much fun. And let me see if I can pull up the details. Yeah, so it says bring a chair or blanket and enjoy an evening of live music in a historic setting. Coolers are allowed. They will also have food trucks there. The mansion grounds will be open at 6 p.m. for dinner, announcements at 7 p.m., and music starts about 7:30. I like that, about. I like people who are flexible. Tickets are $10 or $30 for a max vehicle. So you can stick as many people in the car if you want. If you're a friend of the mansion, you can get in $5 for friend members or $20 for maximum for the vehicle. So you can get just, it sounds like really a lot of fun, just some live, wonderful music right there at Two Rivers Mansion. So I did post that. If you go to the Lee Marie Facebook page, you will see that right there. And then you can also see where King and Country filmed their video. Pep Rally on the Road is, of course, Tuesday, August 11th at 6 p.m. at White House Heritage High. Good morning, Robertson County. This is something wonderful. I don't know. And I do want to say Mary Batts's birthday is this week.
That's
I
right.
want to do a shout out. Happy birthday week, Mary, our favorite Mary. Good morning, Robertson County. I thought of her because she has been faithful at going to Good Morning Robertson County every month. And so this is Thursday, August 20th. It's 7:30 to 8. I suggest arriving at 7:15 if you want to talk to people for 15 minutes before it starts, because once it starts, it just goes. And then you're out in a half hour. I don't know where else you can get a briefing that fast, but I like that. My attention span, that's about how good my attention span is. So to be able to hear from the city and the county and the chamber about upcoming stuff, I mean, that is awesome. In 30 minutes, and you get free food. Although you don't have to be a member of anything, although we are members of the chamber, I am, but you don't have to be. So it's just a wonderful time to just, find out
And
about.
also, I'd like to throw this out.
Mm-hmm.
If it, to sign up for the chamber newsletter, it costs nothing to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And every Wednesday, they tell you all of the happenings,
Oh,
all
that's
of the ribbon cuttings, the new places coming to Springfield. It's awesome. And it's very informative. So,
I'm glad you brought that up, Linda. You know why? Because it comes out every Wednesday morning,
right.
which means, and very early, actually, before you wake up. And so that means that, yeah, there it is. You're right. I didn't even check that before my show. I need to really be checking that. So a lot of the stuff we talked about is right there. I'm scrolling it right now to see if there's anything else that is major. But yes, you're right. There's a bunch of ribbon cuttings coming, which are super fun to go to and welcome those people. There's flag football season is starting, shows you how to sign up for that. A lot of classes. Just a ton of stuff. There's Capitol Theater's got some cool different deals going on.
And the new Spider-Man movie. there.
When does that come out?
It's out now.
It's out? Oh, I didn't know that. Well,
Well, your husband and I discussed that last night, and we're all going to have a date and go to the.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh
go
my
see the new Spider-Man movie.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Who doesn't like Spider-Man? Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Sewing classes. Oh, good. Look at the big picture of Daniel Sparkman. Ha ha ha. I'm so glad. Thank you, Chamber, for putting in my stuff so beautifully. There you go. There's a Well in the Square has a little section here. Let me see. I forgot what I put in, so let me look and make sure I did. Oh yeah, line dancing, guys. What day is today? Today's Wednesday. Oh, I'm going to do a beginning line dance class today at 1:00. It's not listed anywhere, but I have a friend that wants to come, so I go. Well, you know what? Anybody wants to come? 1:00, $10 class. Absolute beginner line dance class today, Wednesday. But normally our line dance classes are Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have beginning from 10:15 to 10:45. And then 11 to noon is our intermediate. So there you go. And all the classes are $10 for one, or a $99 punch card, $99 punch card, which is 12 classes. So obviously you get some free stuff there. So come on out. That is going to be super fun and great exercise. Line dancing, you don't need to know how to line dance, especially at the absolute beginner class. Okay, 10:15 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, guys. You do not need any experience, and it's just a great way to Get healthy. You got to move it or lose it. Oh yeah, there's so much stuff. Thank you so much, Linda, for bringing that chamber up. Oh, good. And there's the National Agent Orange Awareness Day with the little blurb on that. Yay. So much that we talked about is in this and more, even way more. So she's right. You don't need to be a chamber member to get this fabulous email that is just so full of Robertson County events. And we just go to the Robertson County Chamber of Commerce website. You scroll down where it says, I think it says newsletter, right? And subscribe. Subscribe.
Yeah, I every Wednesday I get my little purse calendar out and write down all the things that I want to go to. Don't always make them to all of them,
Mm-hmm.
but from that, between Lee Marie's Facebook page and the chamber letter, I find all kinds of things that I want to do.
Recovery Rumble at the fairgrounds. When is this? Okay, August 22nd. All right, maybe we'll have to have them in, talk about that. And there's a bunch of back to school bashes.
Right.
Grace Baptist on August 26th from 6 p.m. to 7:30. They're doing inflatables and games and prizes for their back to school bash. We love Grace Baptist. They're awesome. Yeah, there's so much. Oh, thank you, Linda, so much. Okay, I think we have one more. We do. We have one more group we need to talk about. I'm going to bring up their Facebook page because I've been enjoying all those pictures. I don't know if you guys have been looking at the Coldstream Christian Camp Facebook page, but it is so sweet. All the pictures from the summer camp. When you look at those, if you don't want to sign up your kid like right away for next year, you're crazy. They had so much fun. And, so many friendships being made. And of course, the most important friendship with the Lord. So get your kids signed up for next year. If you want to have your next church event there, maybe you want to do like a ladies retreat or something. This is a great place. I think Springfield Baptist was doing a ladies retreat there the first time that I was introduced to Coldstream Christian Camp. It's only like 15 minutes from here, guys. It's in Adams, but it's a beautiful lake. They got, canoeing and kayaking and fishing, and they got all different sizes of cabins and things that you can rent. Of course, you can rent out the whole campground if you want, but they have fire pits. They have a great hall with a nice wooden floor. Dancers, we love wooden floors.
And Lee Marie and I have been talking about with Carla about having a craft class, a craft weekend in one of these cabins.
Yes.
Renting one.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Saturday and Sunday and do nothing but crafts and make friends and talk, and it sounds awesome.
Yeah. And a lot of these crafts, make great gifts.
Right.
And Christmas is coming. Okay, we're almost out of time, so I got to give you the information for Coldstream. Their website is coldstreamchristiancamp.org. Their address is 4730 Goodman Road in Adams. Their phone number is 615-696-2208. That's 615-696-2208. You can email them at info@coldstreamchristiancamp.org. So you can go on their website and see they have a wonderful calendar that's interactive. So you can actually look up. You're like, oh, I'm thinking of doing a retreat next, August. You can look up and see if it's even available or not. So I love that. I love that because a lot of my greatest ideas come at like 4 a.m. and you can't talk to anybody at that time, but you can go on a website. So I love that. Anything else? Because I think we have no minutes left. It's been so fun, Linda. Oh, so just a reminder, guys, see my shirt? Can you see it? It says Agent Orange on it. This Monday, please, please, please schedule on your calendar. Pull out your calendar right now. Pick an hour that you can wave your flag. Okay, our soldiers have paid it forward. We have our freedom because of our soldiers. We can do 1 hour on a street corner, right? They did lifetime of carrying heavy equipment, going into harm's way, sacrificing, and their family sacrificing, some of them giving their lives. We can go out and wave a flag for an hour on Monday for them. All right? Was that strong enough?
Yeah.
Also, make sure you get your little orange sticker, your orange memorial little sticker. We're going to have 500 stickers. Oh, there's yours. Excellent. There you go. We're going to be passing those out at Springfield Memorial Gardens this coming Monday. Again, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you know me and you have my phone number, please text me and tell me what hour you're going to be coming. because we'll write it down so we can make sure that we have that area covered. But I would love to have, 10 or 20 people there every hour. This is a great thing for homeschool groups. What an education. And it also counts as volunteer. Orange Heart Metal is a 501c3. So if you need something signed by a board member, let me know. I'm on the board. Just a great opportunity to get your kids over there, show them that memorial. If you haven't been over to that memorial yet and you live in Robertson County, you need to get over there and read it. They have a lot of pedestals out there with a lot of information.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So come on, guys, step up. All right. I think that's it. Linda's giving me the evil eye. Thank you for joining me, Linda. It's so much fun. And I love that you wore that fabulous shirt, WSGI shirt.
I know it. I love it.
Any other information you guys need, you can private message me on Facebook. Right now, that's probably the easiest way because I've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of cell texts, but private messages right now aren't as full, so I will probably see those first. Well, text messages, I do see those as well. But anyways, I will see you guys in line dance tomorrow at the well. Beginners at 10:15, intermediate at 11. I will see you guys, 12:45 for the cell phone class. I'm taking that again. Can't take that enough. And then 3:30. Sign language 1. Okay, I better do my grocery shopping today because I'm really busy tomorrow. Sign language 1 at 3:30. All ages, guys. This counts as a second language, y'all, for homeschoolers. Perfect opportunity. 3:30 to 4:30. Get home before dark. That's level 1. Level 2 is at 6 o'clock. Then on Friday, I will see you at the Gospel Sing-Along, 5 to 6 p.m., right in front of Crossroads and Well in the Square. If we need to, we can go right into Crossroads, into Well in the Square. Especially if it rains, we'll have our sing-alongs right completely inside, but we have an overhang there. So again, we're kitty corner to the courthouse. So super fun. Spread the news about that sing-along. Daniel Sparkman on piano this coming Friday at 5. He is so wonderful. So much fun stuff. I'm excited. I didn't realize my whole day tomorrow is taken up, so I better get going. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining us here on 1100 WSGI. We hope you all have a great day. Thank you, Miss Linda, so much for all of your help that she does all the time, even on days that she's not here. She's just always helping me. Thank you, Lord, for bringing me Linda. Okay, guys, make it a great day. God bless. This has been 1100 WSGI.